Ms. Chasar, you knew the defendant through his girlfriend?
Correct.
And sometime this year, he had to renew a lease. He needed some money, and you were looking for a place to stay for a few months, according to what I read. So it was a good match. Now, you gave Mr. Marshall, according to you, 3 months' rent up front.
Correct.
$500 a month for 3 months, and he was able to renew his lease. So far, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
However, it all didn't work out well, and you left within the first month of staying there. So you want the other 2 months' rent back.
Correct.
Mr. Marshall says you chose to leave, you don't get the rent back. That's your defense.
Actually, it wasn't an ultimatum of not having the rent back as a result of wanting to leave. It was a question of a number of items that had gone missing from the property.
So is what you're saying to me, sir, that you believe that Ms. Chazar took property, so you're offsetting that from the rent?
It's more of a betrayal of trust. We'd actually also
I don't
come
care
up with
betrayal of trust. That,
Okay.
listen, that's a soap opera.
That's fine.
That's a soap opera. That's another kind of program. I don't care about betrayal of trust. What day and month did she leave?
September 4th was the final day that she was there.
Is that correct?
It was September 2nd, and I didn't move in until August 2nd, since they said the apartment wasn't ready for August 1st. So it was a full month, which is why I'm not asking for $1,500.
On what date? So you moved in on August 2nd, and you moved out September 2nd?
Correct.
Okay, is that right?
She moved out September 4th, and I know because the same day that she moved out, I had to file a police report for threats against us on that particular day.
Okay.
Dated the 4th on this piece of paper.
I want you to tell me, Ms. Chasar, why you moved out.
Okay, first, they never gave me a key. If I'm paying for a place...
Just a second.
I'm sorry.
They never gave you a key.
So I had active...
So he was living with your friend.
Correct.
Did you ask him for a key?
Yes, and he
And?
said that he couldn't make a key for me. So I spoke with the landlord of the building, and they said that they could get me a key for $30 for an extra copy.
Why couldn't you make her a key?
First of all, it's false. We did.
Shh, shh, shh. So it's false.
We
You
gave
did
her
give her a key.
Yes.
Okay. What's next?
I wasn't given a key to the building. I didn't have access, so I could sleep and get to work the next day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So they gave me a key to the apartment, not the actual building. I didn't have access to the apartment. It's an apartment.
I see.
Yeah.
But you had a key to the building.
Yes.
And was that key capable of being copied?
No, it says flat across the back, do not duplicate. Whatever landlord she spoke to couldn't have been ours because each unit is independently
Well,
owned.
how did you expect her to get into the building?
She was calling us on the night. Anytime she needed to get in, she can call us, and we would
Well,
we would
that's
let her in.
unsatisfactory.
I couldn't make a key
Just a
legally.
second. Then you can't sublet a room if you can't make a key. Certainly the landlord could have given another key. When you moved into the apartment, Mr. Marshall, who gave you your key to get into the building?
My unit owner.
So is this a condo?
Yes, they're privately owned, independently owned condos in the building, yes.
So you rent a condo from the owner of the condo?
Correct.
And that owner gave you a key to the building?
Correct.
Why didn't you call the owner and say, I need another key to get into the building because I've sublet a room?
Because I didn't realize that that was an option.
Well, then who cares?
If she had spoken to someone,
Listen to me.
this is the
Listen
first
to
time
me.
hearing of it.
Calling you to get into the building is an unsatisfactory landlord and tenant arrangement. If you're renting a room in an apartment and she can't get into the building to get into the room, that's your problem, not her problem. She doesn't have to call you when she leaves for work, when she's coming home from work, when she goes out on a date, when she goes out with her friends. I'm coming home now. Could you please come down and buzz me in? Or let me in. That's ridiculous, Mr. Marshall.
The day I moved out, I noticed a lot of my personal possessions were missing, so I took the responsibility to call the police.
On what date?
It was September 2nd.
Can I see that, please?
This is when I moved out.
No. Just showing me when you called the police.
I don't have that. I have.
September 4th. It was the same
Excuse me.
day.
I don't want you to speak.
Sure.
I have the corresponding text messages between me and Helena and Dylan. This is when I said I was going to move out tonight, and it was dated
Can I
for
see it,
September 2nd.
What is, I stood outside Best Buy and waited, but I couldn't wait too long. Does that have anything to do with
I had to go
this?
get Helena's keys. When Helena was at work, I wanted to go, I was coming home from the gym, I wanted to take a shower, which I wasn't able to. So I called Helena to see if I can get her keys while she was at work. She was at Best Buy because she's a personal assistant.
So you called Helena to get a key
To get into the apartment?
To get into the apartment, because that's the way you had to get into the apartment.
Correct.
And she wrote back, I stood outside of Best Buy and waited, but I couldn't wait too long because my boss was going to get... You wrote that back to her?
I was in Best Buy for over 45 minutes with Nikita.
That's ridiculous. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,000. That's your 2 months' rent.
Thank
Out.
you.